Since it is the day before Valentine's Day, I wanted to film my blush collection, and I'm just going to be going over my powdered blushes today. I'm going to do my drugstore and my high-end. I do not have a huge collection, but I'm just going to talk about my thoughts on them and do little swatches of them. So if that's something that you are interested in, just keep on watching. One of my very first blushes to my collection is the Physicians Formula Butter Blush, and I have it in the color Rosy Pink, and I really like this blush. It comes with this little applicator, and I've tried using it a few times, but it's really weird, and it has a little tiny mirror, but I really like it. It smells like coconuts, and it's just this cool tone pink color, and it's very soft. It almost looks like it would be too light for my complexion, but when I buff it in, it actually is quite nice on my face. On my hand, it's really hard to see it. I really like this. I tried picking up another color of these blushes and it was way too light on me, lighter than this. So I returned it, and they didn't have the one that I was looking for that would actually show up on my skin tone. And so I just ended up, I don't know, picking up a couple other different like BB creams from Physicians Formula. But I do have a depotted one of this as well. I want to say this is Vintage Rouge. When I depotted it from their first box collection, I accidentally jabbed it, but this is the darker color. I love this one. I just don't reach for it that much because I have it put in a bigger palette. Well, now it seems like it's not showing up, and it almost seems like it's getting hard pan just from me trying to swatch it. How weird. Is that normal? There we go, right there. And these both have like a satin finish. They're very pretty. Not shimmery, no sparkles. The next blush I want to talk about is this blush duo from Pacifica. It says the Coconut Blush, Coconut Infused Blush, shades Beaming and Tenderheart. I got this in an Ipsy, and this one's almost like a bronze, slightly reddish tone blush, and then this one is your nice, darker mauvey pink. I wouldn't really call it mauvey pink, it's more like a darker, warm pink. The swatches of the two. So this one really shows up, and I would say that this one has a little bit more of a sheen than the bronzier color, but these two both are very nice neutral colors in my opinion, and sometimes I like to pick up both of them together. They last a decent amount on the skin, but all in all, I wouldn't mind picking up some more blushes from Pacifica. I think that these are lovely, and I reach for it all the time. A blush that I recently picked up when I did my little Ulta haul a few months back is the Flower Beauty Flower Pots Powder Blush in Sweet Pea. And this is a cool tone pink, definitely cool tone. But it definitely is a little bit of a darker pink. It's a little bit darker than the Physicians Formula one. Very, very pigmented. So when I do reach for this, I tap my brush in very lightly. This is another blush that I got when I did my Ulta order, and it's the Essence Satin Touch Blush in the shade 20 Satin Love. And this is comparable to, it's like a combination of these two from Pacifica. It's like a bronzy, warm pink type color. Oh, it feels like this is starting to come out of the not the pan, but the compact itself. But these definitely are what they are called, satin blushes. Has a lot more sheen than any of the other ones that I have swatched. I love this blush. Again, it's very pigmented. I wouldn't say it's as pigmented as the Flower Beauty blush, but I feel like I don't really need to use a highlighter. If I apply this up on the apples of my cheek and blend it back, it leaves a nice subtle sheen, and when the sun hits it, it's very pretty. I need to wear it more often, but I would highly recommend it. I know that they have one more color of these from Essence, so super affordable too. Okay, so I have 3 Colourpop blushes, and I am including a Super Cheek or Super Shock Cheek. It's a matte blush. I wouldn't really consider this a cream blush in my opinion. I feel like it could be used either way, but I treat this just like a cream blush because when I do use it, pick it up on a brush, it doesn't pick up any of my product, and it has a drier texture to it. I don't know, the Super Shock formulas are very unique. You definitely have to try them to understand what they are like, but I got this one in the color Get Laid, and it is definitely a warm, vibrant, peachy color, pretty much orange. I'm gonna put this one right here. See how pigmented that is? Very beautiful, very orange. I don't reach for it very often unless it's summertime, but when I do, I really like the effect it gives. I just use a stipple brush or a flimsy powder brush, so I don't pick up too much because I do find that it's a little bit harder to blend out, because once I apply it to my cheek, it's there. It's very pigmented, but it's beautiful. And then next I have 2 of their pressed powder blushes. This one is in the color Above and Beyond, and it was described as a warm pink on their website, and I don't know, when I look at it, it's almost like the color of my socks. Like, okay, maybe not this, but it's pretty hot pink. That's how I would describe it. Maybe a little bit warm, but it's like a Barbie pink. It's really pretty, but I don't ever want to reach for it because I don't feel like I wear anything that's really gonna go with it. I do like it, and I feel like when I do use it, I barely even tap into the blush itself. And then I kind of blend my bronzer all over it to kind of tone it down. I don't know, I just feel like the color of pink doesn't really work on my skin tone. And then this one right here, I'm not gonna pop it out because I'm scared I'm gonna dig my fingernail in it. I love this blush so much. It is called Weirdough, and it's spelt like weird, but dough is spelt like almost like, yeah, like bread dough. I love it, and I bought it in this little compact, and I popped it in there, and once you pop it in there, it's kind of hard to get them out, but it is a muted brown nude pink, and it is stunning. It's definitely very wearable. Probably one of my most favorite blushes right here is this one, Weirdough. But those are my 3 Colourpop pressed blushes and 1 Super Shock blush. I have a couple random blushes that I received in my Ipsy bags back at the beginning of last year, and this one, it started cracking and breaking, so I feel like it's softly pressed into the pan. You see right there, I'm missing quite a bit of product. It's called Paradise Blush by the brand Mannakadar Beauty, I believe is how you say that. trying to get it open without it going all over the place. Okay, there we go. It is starting to fall out right there again. I feel like every time I open it, there's a new piece that's trying to come out. But it's a vibrant red pink. And it definitely has a sheen to it, and it is very pigmented. It's almost like a fuchsia or like a hot coral. Yeah, I think it's like a hot coral. It's really beautiful. And then I got this one in an Ipsy bag, and it's a single by the brand Doucce, I believe is how you say it. And it's just a muted pink. It's a little rectangle, and I keep it in my little Colourpop palette. It's like Weirdough, but not as brown. It's a nice neutral pink color. So you can see the comparison between the two. They both have a sheen, but this one is definitely has more of a sheen to it. Who else recognizes some of these blushes from BoxyCharm? We have the Gellar Baked Blush and Brighten in the shade Tropic Hues. And it is so pretty. Like, when I look at it, I'm just mesmerized. It almost looks like a planet or something. So it's got like gold going throughout it. Looks like some lilac shimmer as well. And then some very dark red brown tones. And it's a dry formula. It's baked. And it leaves this beautiful glow when you apply it to the cheek. Oh, I forgot to wipe off my swatches right here. I'm just using baby wipes with a little bit of micellar water on them. But I don't know if you guys can even see that on my finger right here. It is so beautiful. Oh my gosh. You know, with it hitting the sunlight the way it is for me right now, it is picking up so much gold shimmer, and there's no glitter at all. It is just, I don't even know if you guys can see very well. There we go, that should be better. It is so pretty, and I really need to use it more, and it makes me want more shades from her line. But we did get this in a BoxyCharm. Another one that we got in a BoxyCharm is the Pretty Vulgar blush. And I have, it's their Make Them Blush blushes, and I have the Prim Vixen. I did get the more muted neutral color, but my sister wanted to trade with me. She got this one, and she just didn't see herself ever even giving it a shot. So I was like, why not, you know? I would definitely say it's not the most wearable, but I feel like I might be able to pair this with some type of look in the springtime, maybe. But as you can see, I don't know how it's coming off on camera. I think it is, but it's very true to color what's in the pan. It has this purple hue to it, very hot pink, leaning purple, hot purple, if that makes any sense. It's a neon blush. I like the formula. I love their packaging. I just got the bronzer from them this month. Another one that we got from BoxyCharm is the Note Blush in Desert Rose. It says their Luminous Silk Compact Blusher, 05 Desert Rose. And it is so small. Well, it looks small, and you lift this up and it comes with this little tiny brush. I tried it again. It's pretty small and flimsy, but it looks like you're not getting that much blush. This is pigmented. If I had to describe this Desert Rose shade, I would say it's a burnt peach brown. Terracotta would be probably a better description for it. I wouldn't really call it a rosy color. In my opinion, it's more of a peachy terracotta. Very pigmented. You see that one swipe? So you got to be careful when you're picking it up on the brush. But it is gorgeous. These are some beautiful swatches right here. Very unique, all different. So I do like that about BoxyCharm. BoxyCharm tries to give people different things. I feel like they give us things that we wouldn't normally purchase, and it helps us step out of our comfort zone. Okay, so we talked about these three, and then I got these two Tarte blushes in Ipsy bags, and then I made an order on TheBalm. So I'm gonna swatch these ones first. This one is in the shade Quirky, and again, it is their Tarte Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blush. And Quirky is actually pretty similar to this Note blush. I just now I'm realizing that. A terracotta color, I would say maybe a little bit lighter than that one and almost a little bit pinky. But these blushes, they last forever on the cheek. Oh yeah, very similar, but definitely has more of a red pink color. So pretty. And then I got Harmony as well. And this is one of the first ones that I ever got. It's kind of got like a chip down here in the bottom. But this one's more neutral. It's definitely a nude blush. I don't think it's too light. It shows up on my face pretty good. It's just a pinky nude. Beautiful. One of those blushes that I feel like everybody should have in their collection. And these last you forever. These are just the babies. They really do last you forever. And then probably one of my most favorite blushes, but I don't talk about it too often. I don't know why. I guess I'm just constantly trying to give all of these other blushes a try, new ones that I bring in or ones that come in subscription boxes. But this is the TheBalm Hot Mama blush. It also says it can be used as an eyeshadow, and it comes with this little mirror here. And it is this gorgeous, I don't know, did somebody say it was a dupe for the NARS Orgasm blush? I don't know, but to me it looks like it has this red pink color with some gold shimmer in it. Wow, and when I swatch it, it almost looks like this Laura Gellar one, maybe a little bit more red toned. It is really, really pretty. I feel like when I use my Bahama Mama bronzer and this Hot Mama blush together, it's like the A-team. It's just gorgeous. And I remember when I first started watching YouTube, this one was talked about quite a bit, but I don't hear it talked about very much. I feel like it would be perfect for Valentine's Day. I feel like it would be perfect for a warm tone look. Just all around gorgeous. So, and these are all of my blushes. Again, I think if I had to pick 3 favorite blushes, I'm gonna say my Colourpop Weirdough blush. I'm also going to say my Hot Mama blush. And I don't know what it is, but I find myself reaching for this Pacifica duo so much, but I feel like it's so similar to the Weirdough blush. That just goes to show that I like a nice neutral blush. Yeah, I would have to say this one. I mean, I love all of these. The ones I don't reach for that much is, again, this hot pink one. This one, because it's very cool tone mauve. Very pigmented. And then these little guys. But these little guys they're actually really nice. I just have them depotted. I need to pull out my palette that has all my singles in it more often because they really are nice blushes. So if you guys enjoyed this style of video, just sitting down chatting about my makeup collection, and if you want to see my bronzers, I've got highlighters, I've got cream products, minis, just give this video a thumbs up and leave me a comment down below telling me what blush is your favorite in your collection. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye!